traffic either.
Yeah, it's totally legal.
No, they don't like you to weave in through traffic too much.
Yeah, I don't weave in the traffic,
And when
when the
you're-
traffic stopped.
Yeah, when traffic stopped at a red light, as long as
Yeah.
you stay in that line and
Yeah.
don't cut over in front of cars,
Yeah.
you're fine.
I don't mind that.
That's what that's what that big heavy white line is right there. That's
where
the scooter
motorcycles
lane.
are ride on.
Yeah, that's the scooter lane.
I thought it was to separate the lanes.
Yeah, that's the scooter lane.
They don't like that at all.
But but that's like one of those laws that were written when motorcycles over here were no bigger than 250
You've got an
cc.
explanation for everything you wanna do, don't you?
For me,
Yeah.
Nah.
You rationalize it like everything.
I'm gonna take advantage of the rules.
No, well, that's exactly right, and that's, they gotta realize that you're the guy that wrote the rules. It's democracy.
That's right, I'm gonna take
You're the
advantage of the
victim.
rules.
You're the victim. Yeah, you are.
If they say I can use that lane, I'm
No,
gonna use
you're
that
not,
lane.
you're not criminalizing anybody except yourself.
I'm sorry.
That's what democracy is. Yeah.
I'm a
We're
proponent.
the guys that wrote the rules.
Well, she spoke to me yesterday. She, hi, hey. So, I was like, okay, he's mad at me. So,
I was mad at you before I even knew it was you. Now I was double mad.
I know.
How could I know somebody like that? I was mad at myself.
I told him it was computer related though. I just wanted him to know that it was. I was
didn't
rushing
have to
because it was
tell me. I
computer
never had any
related.
explanation. I know who he is.
That's probably why Shotman was so mad at me.
Who's that?
Shotman, their father,
Yeah.
the economics teacher,
Yeah.
last room. That's probably why she was so mad at me.
I was trying to cut my internet off yesterday, man. I had to get there. Like, whoa,
Yeah.
There's always something.
can't have that.
Always something. Sorry I hit you, a little 9-year-old kid, killed him, but I had to get my internet paid. Yeah, sorry, it's okay.
Oh man.
Anyway, I don't know what we're doing today, so if anybody can figure this out, I'll follow you. I got instruction pads out there and lay the parts out, and I'm gonna drink my coffee and
Building Legos.
So you just broke it down, not in any particular way?
Or any,
I
or all the
emptied one
cups.
package into one container, but I have no idea why I packaged it the way they did.
See,
Well, I'm thinking these are tracks. I know it's a far-fetched guess, but I'm thinking this one makes it roll according to the picture.
You know, you exceed expectations right there.
Thank you.
when I build Legos, I get a little bit OCD.
Really?
And all the pieces that are the same, I
Yeah.
have to divide all the pieces
I
out.
wish you would, that'd be a step forward,
Because
but I
that's,
don't want you to get you tense. Yeah,
my OCD kicks in and I just kind of go.
yeah, that's what I want too, but Lego didn't think the same way.
Lego never thinks that way, and they're, I don't know. I found another robot that, talking to the wife about mine, when my son gets a little bit older. It's only $1,000.
I had a lady in the class last fall one, she came in and said, well, my husband just told me he bought an $8,000 car. So I appreciate you asking, is what you're saying, yeah. I said, didn't he ask you? He said, no, he never asked me.
Yeah, I talked to her about it, because it's a $1,000, plus you want to buy the case for it and all that. But it's a underwater ROV.
Really? Oh, you mean it's a working robot?
Mhm.
It's not just a toy like this one?
Yeah, it's an underwater ROV with up to 100-meter depth.
For $1,000, that's a buy.
What's the over 300 feet, right?
Yeah.
330 feet.
So it comes with HD cameras and lights that mount on it and everything else, where you can actually be able to see and take pictures and all that down there.
Does it bottom crawl?
It doesn't bottom crawl, it's got all the motors and everything on it,
Oh, so it swims.
so it swims.
Yeah.
And you actually have to program it, and you got a remote control for it, but I guess there's certain programs you can do, and it's freeware. You can download the programs, and as they say, hack it and make it modify the program to whatever you want. So it's all freeware.
And it'll record video?
Yep.
So it's a sort of a drone?
Yep.
Underwater drone.
So I'm assuming that with these pictures that we have here, Tracker 3, Gripper 3, Spiker 3,
We only build one of them.
Yeah,
At a time,
yeah.
at a time.
So, okay. So-
I don't know if it gives you all the instructions for all the other ones, just the one.
Just the one, but the other ones are available on YouTube.
Is this kit supposed to be able to compatible to build all their other ones too?
Hmm.
All five.
Oh, I owe you some money. How much money do I owe you?
Oh, $200 right now, you hope somebody else comes.
You.
Say for that, I'm gonna sit here and separate Legos and not be a part of this one.
So,
I'm OCD too, I would want to separate those, absolutely. I can't imagine Lego doing that.
well, I've got a little sensor right here. I have a light.
Oh, that's biggie. Sensors go in the white tray, because that's electronic equipment, which reminds me, I ought to get batteries out.
Well, this connects to something electronically because it's got the version and I see the,
You're a technical guy, that's a pretty technical answer you just threw out there.
yeah. I keep it simple.
I'll see if I can open the battery pack, I'm not really a hardware person. It's a motor. You know that, because you got motors in yours.
Okay, that's the main part. That's,
That's a frame. They call it the brick on the inside, and you go with the brick.
Yeah, when you said a robot, I was really hoping it would be a,
Sexual one?
no, one that actually bring my soldering iron and
Me too.
all the other tools.
Me too, I did too, because that's the way you told me yours was, so I assumed they were all that way. Disappointed that it's not. Yeah, it would have been nice to get that good old solder smell in the room. Burnt fingers.
Well, it's been a while since I've run a finger doing soldering. I'm trying not to do that anymore.
It's painful, isn't it? At least that's what I heard, I should have never done it.
It just depends on how good you get it,
Yeah.
which soldering iron you're using.
Mhm. It does burn. Those things do get hot.
well, I'm about to drop the suspension on my car and change all the bushings, all the mounts.
That's gonna take you a day and a half.
It'll probably take a day or so. It's gonna be two of us. Might be able to do it today.
Well, two of you slow down, you talk.
Hmm?
Two people go slower, you talk.
We shall see.
So what kind of car is it? What year?
2005.
Somebody drove it hard.
Yeah, I've had it for 8 years.
Well, wouldn't have been you then, would have been the previous owner, right?
Nah, it was me.
You get to take your dues now.
I pushed it to its limits. Okay. I mainly just have to change all that stuff out of here because it's got so many rubber components on it, on the ends and things, that eventually this all there just
Exactly right. Yeah.
just corrodes it.
But they're not the expensive parts. You gotta get into the actual absorbers.
Well, that's gonna include shocks too, we're changing the shocks and everything.
Yeah.
My wife said said I couldn't buy another one, so she goes, gotta fix that one.
Still gonna cost you $300-400.
With everything I ordered on, it's gonna be about $3 grand. Yeah,
What?
$3 grand. I'm doing a full rework of the suspension, everything. It's cheaper than buying a new one.
Yeah, but given how long this one lasts, and how long is this one? I never.
Well, it's not a 4-door, it's my little 2-seat convertible, and I love it, so. It lets me work on my tan in the summertime.
So this is just a hobby?
Well, it's fun, I'm learning,
Yeah,
I'm learning.
yeah. You have a very understanding wife, $3,000 for your toy.
Well, like I said, it's cheaper, the deal was it's cheaper than going out and buying the one that I really want, so I was like, okay, she goes, well, fix that, I go, okay. There we go. All about compromise.
So I take it you don't have any children.
Yeah.
How can you afford to do this kind of stuff?
Well, most of my, all this is 22.
That's the answer.
There we go. My
Kids
youngest
are
is,
gone.
my youngest is 15, my youngest is 15, but my oldest is
Josh
22.
knows what we're talking about here.
So,
It doesn't matter, I got probably 20 grand, 25 grand in mechanics tools in the States that I haven't figured out how to get over here yet.
Wow.
And then I got about almost 5 grand in woodworking tools at the house.
Are you a compulsive tool buyer?
Yes,
I'll tell you how to get them over here. You know anybody that still works for Marine Corps Base or anything like that?
a few.
I figured you'd know, Dan.
Hey,
I figured that.
you've got to know the rules.
I got you. Got to know the rules to work around the rules.
Right. This is how my buddy got his jet ski over here. He bought a jet ski in the States. This is how he got his jet ski over here.
Wow.
He found somebody that was PCSing. And
Put
he
it in household goods.
Put it in their household goods.
That might work with the tools themselves,
Yeah.
the box,
You guys are defrauding the
Probably
government
not.
like crazy.
How big is the
Somebody's
box?
got to pay for it.
4 foot long, 2.5, about 2 foot deep, and almost 6 foot tall.
Black Cat, Connex it.
That's it, pay for it yourself. That's the way-
There's one way that it's, I forgot the name of the company. You can ship it over to them, it's not Tracy, but it's up in Seattle or Northern California. You can ship it to them, and they stick it in one of the connexes that's already coming over here.
Yeah,
That's-
Connex it. That's how the Navy does it.
It's just a matter of, I gotta remember that company and then get the money to do it.
Yeah.
Cause, Swift, a friend of mine who has a metal shop,
Right.
that's the way he got all his tools over here.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
And it just cost, it cost me about $300-400 to get it over here.
Wow, that's the high.
And I
Once you
could-
get here, you're gonna use them?
Oh, yeah.
That's how well,
I do most of my own work.
I handle retail for the Navy. And, out of White Beach. So a lot of the stuff that I try to get it as cheap as possible. So what I'll do is that when we have a Connex box coming over with our stuff, we get in contact with the companies and we say, boom, you ship it from your point to this point, and Point Juanita,
Well,
California.
you use your talents probably for the good funds, for the good of the service.
Yes, sir. Yes, I
Ah,
do.
that's a happy report right there.
Yeah, I do.
Happy report.
And the amazing part about it, when I took it over, the guy that was doing it before me never thought about doing that. I was like, well, we get stuff that comes over here every 90 days.
He doesn't have your street smarts. I've met few people actually that have your street smarts.
I'm sorry.
You play the angles.
You got to.
Not to, that's another angle right there. That's all that is.
I'm
As long as everybody else doesn't, you can do it.
Yeah, see?
But your success depends on their virtue. So you're just riding the wave.
I don't even know if I agree with that one.
But I pass along the savings. Yeah,
Yeah.
I pass along the savings. You have
Yeah,
to
they're
do
gonna
that.
pass those $200 to your
Yeah,
IT teacher.
yeah, it's looking like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, most of these people aren't even up yet, so most of them said they were coming, so,
Well,
I know my class said they were gonna come in the beginning, and then it dwindled down to like 1 or 2
I know,
a day.
you can't count on anything. That's the way it usually goes.
Kinda surprised Connor isn't here.
He's not a hardware person, I don't think.
But this is fun.
Cerebral. Yeah.
This makes your brain move.
Yeah, just separate those parts is mentally active. Yeah.
my wife gets mad at me. I tell everybody my kids want Legos for Christmas.
Actually, you know who would have probably come in here and enjoyed this? My wife.
She's invited, you know that.
She's baking.
For you to enjoy.
Nope, she sells cakes.
Really?
Yeah, she sells cakes. Really nice cakes. There's a need for it, so she filled the void. That's
Somebody's got to pay for those $300,000 absorbers.
That's right. Well, somebody's got to pay for her Coach purses. That's one thing I look at and go. That's one thing I look at and go.
You didn't say that.
No,
You didn't say that.
that's kryptonite to me.
My wife just called my bluff on that one.
Tell me the story.
We were at the BX and she's like, hey, I found this Michael Kors bag and I want it. I said, okay.
You said okay?
Can I buy it? Sure, go
You
ahead.
thought she never would.
Sure, go ahead. And she's like, oh, are you sure? I said, yeah, she goes, but it's just not the right, exactly what I want. And everything else, is like, so, it's all right, you really want it, get it, babe. All right, wait a minute, what do you want?
2,000. Well, you didn't know what you're saying, you're just talking, right?
Oh, no. I knew exactly what I was saying.
Why?
Because then I can take my primary covers and valve covers off my bike and get them Sierra coated.
Looking ahead.
And she can't talk about it.
Well, some
She
of
just
those
spent
bags were
$200 for a purse.
Yeah, but some, you could have been 2,000 guy. You ought to check that out.
Oh, no, I know her better than that.
Okay.
She's one of the girls who goes to the mall and will spend, she went to the States, she spent a total of 36 hours at the mall and actually only spent $150.
Lucky you. I went to the Mall of
I
America.
got lucky.
We went to the Mall of America in Minnesota. I hope I never see that place again.
See, we go to Memphis and my mom takes her to like the big mall in Memphis, Wolf Chase Galleria, she takes her to all the other different stores and shops and everything else.
Sounds like those two ladies get along.
I get along pretty well. Pretty happy that my wife and mother get along.
Oh, yeah.
You know, my dad and my wife get along really well.
Yeah, my dad and my wife get along pretty well too.
Yeah. My dad loves me. Well, he never had, I'm his only child, so he's never had daughters, so he's got granddaughters now. So he's just like, wow, I'm happy. I got granddaughters.
Got it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You did the right thing.
Yeah, like,
No girls,
I got 4 girls.
no girls. My son told me he wanted a sister, I said, no, you don't. No girls.
Girls are awesome.
Well, it's a slight difference of opinion.
Girls are awesome.
There's room for all.
Yeah.
If you can deal with them, that's fine.
The only time you have to worry about girls in the presence of a lady is that when they discover boys.
Exactly. That's why I'm girls.
Yeah, that bothers me.
Yeah.
Because they're supposed to be yours for eternity, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, what's his sharing business?
Who's this dude?
Yeah, that's right. Who does he think he is? No, he's not good enough, but you didn't even see him, he's not good enough.
That's what my daughter told her boyfriend. My dad hates all of you guys, literally. He really hates you.
I'm glad you're not possessive about your daughters.
No, I just
I know.
have a real
It's
simple.
hormones, right? You're tied to them, that's the way the wiring goes.
I just had a real simple conversation.
Yeah, well, you had to fine for 15 years, they were all yours. It's over.
My brother's got 3 daughters. Both my brothers have 3 daughters. That's enough girls in my family.
There you go.
I ended up with 3 boys, or 2 boys.
So far, yeah.
I want a third, my wife doesn't want a third. Doctor's already told her that if we have a third, it's pretty much gonna be a boy. Kind of scared her.
How did they figure that out?
Just a percentage rate, I guess, I don't know.
No, they had to do some DNA checking on you, did they do that?
They didn't, I don't, who knows? They pulled enough blood for me to,
Yeah, okay. They probably got it together.
it's all right, the good Lord decided I don't need girls.
Well, as Stanton says, in about 10 years, the house is gonna be full of girls. Because they're gonna have those hormones.
Any other eyeball? Being on
There's a
the
couple
floor.
over there, and
She's already got them separated over here.
some of them, yeah.
Yeah, she's got them all separated.
guys can't postpone things anymore. I know you're just stalling around because you don't know how to build it.
I don't know, there's instructions sitting out here, I don't know how to build it.
Guys, it's pretty simple.
Instructions are for wimps.
Okay. Wimp is my name.
I can build anything, and give me pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a picture right there in the carton.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get that
Although,
one.
this one, might actually have to find the color pictures
I got that, if you need it.
that come with it, because they, Lego does do one thing, they color code.
Yeah, that's like when I walked over to your nose, used to looking at it in black and white. This is black and white. I said, oh, it's colored.
That changes everything.
Lego color codes, and granted, I'm colorblind, so it doesn't really help me much, but
You can fake it. You're gonna lose the keys,
Yeah. That's why I got like four copies of it somewhere. So you got
Well, you
these.
see now, if everybody thought like you did, as soon as you lost those keys, you would have lost your car. Because somebody said you're trying to give it away.
Yeah, that's true. That's logical thinking. Hey, got it one. If he wanted to keep his stuff in his house, he would have locked his door. You got people that think like
His
that,
fault.
man.
Totally his fault, yeah.
You know, people that rationalize that way.
Look in the mirror, guy.
I don't.
see, I'm happy I'm where
The
I'm.
world has just kind of changed my perspective.
I'm happy I'm from where I'm from.
Well,
Reforming you is our project for the year.
you do know what my major is. I think I told you it's political science.
I thought it'd be criminal justice.
I'm double majoring, so it's going together, criminal justice and political science, you know, so.
We're gonna learn how to play the game with the big boys, huh?
Yeah, got to.
He's already over the politicians, that's what you're saying?
Yeah.
I'm a good guy though.
Well, he's qualified, he lies, cheats, steals.
I've been the truth.
It's been the truth. He knows how to make donations in the right places, $200.
See, there you go. Donate both sides, honestly.
You're a high-quality OCD, Josh. First rank. But everybody's good at something.
See? That's how I feel.
Can you think that I was a mechanic before I joined the Marine Corps?
Yeah, easily,
People hated me.
easily.
People hated me on that one too. What are you on? Step 7.
No, I'm just looking. I'm just looking.
I'm gonna steal this piece right here.
All right.
We're gonna do step 1.
Maybe step one's enough for the first day.
Well, step one is just basically breaking these parts down and getting these.
So you're gonna stick those two together for step 2.
Actually, identify this part.
Go.
So we got the color book in the hands of the colorblind guy.
Yes.
We got it
And
together.
then,
I need those.
those, and then you want those two to go next.
Are your boys any colorblind inheritance here?
Not yet, and no, because that passes from the female.
Yeah, that's from
Why?
mom.
No offense, but
That's from mom.
47% of the male population is colorblind, thanks to moms.
Yeah. Well, I'm
To some degree, yeah.
Yeah, I'm colorblind to a point where when I came into the Marine Corps, there was the Petri dish. You know, they have the Petri dish with the numbers in it.
Yeah.
I'm colorblind to a point where I can see that's red, that's blue, that's white. But when you start mixing,
Yes, the oranges and the yellows and the mauves.
yeah,
Right, so what you do is you say there's serendipity answers.
yeah, I go for the dominant color. That's what the doctors told me. I
Yeah.
always pick up the
Yeah,
dominant.
that's- Right, never mind the little stuff.
But ironically, I'm still qualified to fly, which is good.
No red lights up there.
That's right.
I was pretty much discounted for almost every job in the Marine Corps.
Because you're colorblind?
Yep.
Yeah.
I wanted to do originally aviation mechanics,
Right?
Yeah, that's,
fixed wing engines.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, because a lot of stuff on those birds are color coded.
well, that's the thing is, I was a mechanic for 4 years before I joined the Marine Corps. I've cut wiring harnesses this big around apart and put them back together with no problems.
Yeah.
just rules again.
And
Well,
you gotta think, in a wiring harness, a brown and a black are gonna be far enough apart,
hopefully.
and you can always, if you're really, really unsure, you can always put them together and then continuity test across them, make sure you're getting continuity. Because if you're getting continuity across the brown and black wire combine, something might be wrong.
I think so. Red before yellow could kill a fellow.
You should just use those and stick those other two,
This needs this right here. All right, that's flat against that right there.
yeah, just where those,
$47%.
My daughter's colorblind.
two more. Yeah, normally the colorblind gene is recessive to women, but it's gonna be dominant to men. So,
Really?
Yep. Usually, it is, recessive to women.
So we're on step 6.
We about to be on step 7, man. What you talking about? You already got the motors over there with the little red
Yeah,
thing stuck in them?
right here, right?
And yeah, you get those little red pieces that go in them, right? They're showing, or they already have them in.
Oh, yeah, right here. Good.
I don't know. It looks like
I need this right.
these are going over that leg and then getting shoved through it.
Which one? This right here,
7, so it looks like these are gonna sit
inside.
a little bit.
Yeah.
And then shove through.
And anything?
Yeah.
That way, yeah. I know Hope said she'd be here.
Work fascinates me. I can watch it for hours.